Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the UNLV Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Aztecs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Thomas. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Right. Lily. Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Sutton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He's looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown Aztecs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to...
Intercept, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. A pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
2nd and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, that's not going at him.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Here's a give to Washington. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Powers inside. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pulls it. The give. Touchdown, Aztecs! Great job by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Fires to the right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Searching for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Napier. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Drives inside. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Thomas. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Burnett. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Finds his man. It's Burnett. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to run, it's Thomas. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Right side, it's Lyons. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Hauls it in, and they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 14 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's the Razorbacks coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time.
And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's James. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Turns it upfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these third downs. Another third down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. Just gets rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They just keep firing. Snags it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Washington. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, San Diego State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Hits inside. It's Glover. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to the big tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Hits the hole. It's Sutton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They're going to ride this running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. In the red area, it's Sutton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Washington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Washington again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Motion from the back. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Aztecs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Ready. Wide 80.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. Might as well run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Offense set on 1st down.
Blue 85. Blue 85.
And the quarterback takes a knee. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.